This is Crystal here with your daily tarot reading. In this reading, we are picking up on the overall energy of the day. And as always, these readings are for all zodiac signs. Now, let's get into it. Today, we have the Page of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and the Lover's card upright. Childishness is very much alive today. Someone could be lying to you today. Just to make sure it ain't you. So let's get into the cards. The Ace of Cups in reverse is when it's not a liar, it's someone who is emotionally depleted. Hey Kay, I love you. It could be that we've lost our creative flair. I know that we've all had times in our life where we're like, oh my God, I'm going to become a superstar. And then it just kind of sizzles away and we become an accountant. Nothing wrong with that. But it's just like that's the Ace of Cups in reverse. We're out of touch with our creative side. It's hard to tap into that. Now, the Page of Cups in reverse, too, is a need to make sure that you're responding instead of reacting to situations in your life. It's a child having a temper tantrum, screaming and crying all over the Walmart, and it's just like just chill out. But it's hard, right? Because when that child is in their emotions or their feelings, they can't get out of that. So people might be a little temperamental to say the least today. And if you are going through something emotional, speak to someone. This is a day where you don't have to do it alone. The Lover's card is upright. You have partnership. You have somebody who loves you, who cares about you, and even people who feel extremely alone or stressed out or whatever it might be. And even if you're in pain, there are people who are paid to talk to you, who people who will talk to you for free, psychologists, psychiatrists, therapists, anybody, a friend. You're never alone. Free support groups. 211, isn't that the number you call if you like straight down on your luck and they find different resources for you? So you're never alone. And so don't be upset if you have a bit of a creative block. Some of you also can use this energy for good. Some of you all might be like, oh, Crystal, the energy has been dry and I feel alive. I feel like I can finally get back into my art or my singing or my writing or, whatever it might be. And I say, go for it. Now, the Ace of Swords is in reverse. There is room for arguments, disputes. You telling a person that to meet you at 2 o'clock, and they thought you said 12 o'clock. There's a lot of stress with the Ace of Swords in reverse. If you use the lower attribute of the card, hey Gigi, how are you? It can really be stressful if you use it in a negative way, but if you use it in a positive way, it can be that, you know what, let me write down how I feel. Instead of calling my boyfriend and just call him all of the names in the book, let me actually write down how I feel, breathe, doing some heavy meditation work, and then responding, or then saying what I feel, or then making sense of it. And also, it's a little narcissistic too. Sometimes people hear and remember what they want to hear and remember with the Ace of Swords in reverse. It's like you and your boyfriend have an argument, and you clearly never said for them to go, but because they want to go, they lie and say you said go. It's like, what? That's the Ace of Swords in reverse. People playing on your intelligence, okay? So don't let that happen. But also make sure that you're not digging a dagger into other people. I think so many times we can just complain and nag and argue and say mean things to people. And with the Ace of Swords in reverse, you don't want to be that gal because then it just keeps stress on your mind. Now, the next card is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. There can be a lot of Amazon shopping, spent extra spending happening today. It could be a need to just, what is it, impulse buy and things like that, or be stagnant. Sometimes the Page of Pentacles in reverse can make you a little lazy, too relaxed. It all depends. And for some of you, this could be a message pertaining to a relationship that maybe you didn't want to hear. I hate to say that, but let's see why or what can go on. But maybe it's for a reason. There's kind of a need to kind of keep your guard up a little bit today, but not be fearful within keeping your guard up. Now, I do love that the Lovers card is in revert, is upright, because this is like when we do have moments of where we're in a tough situation or life is hard, nothing more beneficial or comforting when you got a friend who you could laugh with or cry to, or nothing more beneficial when you have a parent who you can lean on, or maybe it's a a girlfriend, or God for some people. But the Lover's card is here for you, and I'm hearing get a second opinion. Sometimes, a matter of fact, I got a really good friend. I love him. He's a Gemini, and he long story short, you all, he had COVID, and I'm not saying his name right. So even if he's listening to this, he won't be mad. He had COVID, and he also had a friend who used to kind of throw shade on him occasionally. He felt like he was a little bit of a hater, whatever. And basically, the friend was on the phone and was like, yeah, I'm at Drake. Ooh, I almost said his name. Yeah, I'm at such and such's house, and they have COVID. Y'all watch your words. Don't be like me and be messy and accidentally slip up and say something you weren't supposed to. But anyway, he'll be okay. He won't be mad at me. But anyway, and the guy was on the phone talking to his girlfriend, just saying, "Hey, I'm at such and such's house, and they had COVID, and my friend just heard you're trying to make fun of me. You trying to keep bringing up the fact that I had COVID, which pisses me off." So he just instantly flew off the handle. Long story short, they got into a tussle. And this was a long time friend, like a middle school, high school friend. And what happened was once the higher perspective came in, and the other friend who just happened to be there, because it was like four or three people there, and they're like, "No, he wasn't making fun of you because you had COVID. He was saying like, yeah, we over here being supportive because my friend just had COVID, so we're just kind of chilling with him, being being here for him." And so, Ace of Swords in reverse. Now you didn't got into a physical fight with your friend of a long time because you heard something that wasn't right. But luckily, he was very apologetic, and whatever happened, the friend didn't really want to hear it. But at least he had that second opinion to kind of see, man, that really messed me up, that I got into a fight with my friend, and it shouldn't even happen like that. And so you don't want that slip up to happen. Get a second opinion. Sometimes by getting that second opinion, whether it's something with health or something emotional in your life or whatever, you can get a further insight. Okay. And for some of you all, you have a romantic partner that's coming in. Just give it some time. Hey, Vicky. So let's turn the cards around. And this is for the people who are in like high vibes. Today is a great day to be practical, to come up with new ideas. And within those new ideas that you come out with, they are at a rookie stage. They're not at, what do you call it, expert status yet, but that's okay. You can still work with it. And these two people, maybe the person who you reach out to is the yin to your yang. This energy works so well together. It's like, well, I have the water, and this person is like, well, I have the earth. Let's make a dandelion. That's not right. That's a weed, but very beneficial weed. But let's make sunflowers. It's like when two things come together and it just works like salt and pepper. So I think overall, you're going to feel the week is going to definitely change. For some of you, this is going to be good because this has been a really tough week for a lot of people. So this might feel like a breath of fresh air. For some of you all, it might be a breakdown, and you might need to reach out to someone who you love. Do so. But regardless, the energy of the lovers is here. This is one of the most amazing cards in the deck. It's nothing like love, right? It's nothing like feeling the love of your children, or a partner, or a song that you enjoy, or a meal that you like. Treat yourself good today. Don't be too hard on yourself. And I'll